I just drank one White Claw and that was it. Pero,
He's lying.
no, I actually only drank
Just
one.
kidding.
I was drinking water today.
I was drinking water today
A
too
lot.
before
Me
I
too.
started pisteando.
I
So,
was drinking water. It's still there.
qué feo.
H2O, you already know.
Under exclusive.
What?
Who's that?
What? Is that not what
What?
it says? Under.
What?
Wow.
Dude,
this
Luis-
girl
I can't
under
see.
exclusive?
Guys, what is going on? This is another episode of Taking Shots podcast. We are your guys' hosts. I'm Angel.
And I am V.
And I'm Luis.
And guys, today is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode just because we're all like kind of on a time crunch. I don't even know if we started the timer or not. But you
Nope.
probably didn't.
Nope.
But you guys know how we do. Start off the show with a shot. Lord knows I don't want to, but Lord knows I have to.
Wait, you guys got blue ones? Which one's better?
I don't know. I think, what did we have last time?
El que pega.
Blue. Tú vas a ir a las pinches movies. No quieres pistear. Tú tampoco quieres pistear
I
conmigo.
told you, we got to go to the movies.
Voy a pistear at the
Yeah, we're going to go watch Deadpool, guys.
And he's not going to remember absolutely nothing.
Nah, I'm taking a
Wait, can you open this, please? Thank you.
Responsibly, said Luisito. That's the first time I've heard that.
Really?
Luis always goes ham.
Uh.
Don't. Why do you guys always smell it, dude? She said, it's not too bad.
All
It's
I
just
gotta
because it's
say
vodka,
is I'm
dude.
changing my ways for the better.
This is why I got fucked up last weekend,
Yeah,
huh?
that's dude. Cheers, guys.
Oh, these are so cute.
We're going to do like in 5 minutes, we're going to do the other one.
No, you're dumb.
I believe him. That's the thing.
I'm 100% sober. That's crazy.
I just like to see them struggle at first, honestly. Cheers to that.
Ah,
Ah,
that's just so nasty, dude. But then again, alcohol's never good. Ugh.
what do we drink?
What do we drink? You know, well, you guys know that alcohol.
Ugh.
There's a thing that I saw, but we'll get into that on a different episode.
The blue
'cause
one's nasty. The blue one's nasty.
I no que no.
Ah.
All right, guys. So,
Tamal, drink something michelada. You get
dude,
out
you're
of
like,
here.
oh my god, V.
Mm-mm.
She said, hell no.
Whose girl? Because what the fuck was that?
Disgusting. Both of those things are pretty disgusting. I didn't like this one. But
Oh.
I know we've done a couple episodes on this, guys. But V got a message from someone and they wanted some advice on it. So we're just gonna work around what we have.
Yeah.
And it's about relationships again.
Yeah.
But this is, like I said, someone that watches the podcast, they sent in a question for her.
They
So-
needed an outside perspective. So,
And we're going to give it to her raw.
Pause.
yeah.
What?
what?
Pause. You can do that,
Oh
buddy.
my God.
But yeah, we're going to be doing another relationships part 3. Is
Or
it part
6
3 or
whatever
part
it
Part
is.
three, part three.
Part like 1,000.
Part 3, but we
You can do
like,
relationships
point,
like
yeah.
and like for
There's
anything,
just
so.
a lot of things that you
Yeah.
can
Around
just talk
relationships.
about, honestly. But this one's for you. It'll stay anonymous
Hmm.
because they don't want to
Shout out to.
I don't even know who sent the message. So.
Yeah.
I forgot, yeah.
I told you guys, but you guys forgot.
Yeah.
Whatever. Not important. Just kidding.
Damn.
But-
Watch it.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
What did they say since they messaged you?
They basically wanted to know, and if I don't word this properly, I'm sorry, but I think that's what we were trying to do before
Mhm.
we started recording. But basically they were asking, when do you guys think is the right time to leave a relationship? Like, is it when it's not working out? Is it when there's lack of communication? Maybe some things are just not being reciprocated adequately, or it was just
Yeah.
he didn't really like go into
Like,
depth
just, like,
on the
specific on it.
question,
It's
but
kind of
that's
like a vague question, I think.
yeah, just kind of what I picked up from
I
what
got
he
you guys. I
said.
got you guys.
Let's see. I want to hear Luis.
First off, the main kind of question is there ways of fixing things, or is it for sure like
A done deal.
a done deal? Because it always depends, like there's certain people that won't tolerate certain amount of things,
Yeah.
even if that thing happens like once, they'll
It's done.
dip out, you
Yeah.
know. But there's people that it's kind of something that they're struggling with, that they're willing to
Work on.
So it does kind of depend of what kind of situation might be going through.
Mhm.
And then also too, you got to think about it, what age the people are in,
Mm-hmm.
and then also is there kids involved.
Oh,
You know
that's
what I
true
mean?
too.
And it's also, I feel like it can be harder on women too sometimes, because depending what the situation is, because a lot of women do stay quiet behind closed doors, whether they're getting sexually abused, they're getting beat and all that stuff. Like I feel like it's not very common, you know, for women to like really speak on that, which I feel like can also, you know, kind of transition
role,
into
like-
that question as well for my woman out there who you never know.
Well, that's true because like even like you could see like all you like if you had like a relationship in front of you, all you would see is like from the outside, you know, like you don't
Mhm.
know, like how you were saying, like you don't know what happens behind closed doors.
Yeah, you don't know the inside perspective, just the
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, and then like for the question, like when would you know? Like kind of how Luis said is like if you love that person and you know you depending on like you know like if you really do love them, I think that relationships are never really perfect. It's like you're gonna go through your ups and downs no matter what, but it's up to the two people, you know, male and
To
female,
actually
or
like
whoever
try
it is.
to
Yeah,
give effort and work on it.
if they do love each other, then I think that you know they will make it
Work
work,
and
you know, like
compromise.
and compromise and like you know figure it out.
But what if, let's say you guys want to do that, let's say you have a talk about it and you're like, okay, like I'm ready to compromise, let's do this differently, let's do that. What if in that case, what if it's just, let's say the girl in this case, right? What if
Mhm.
she's the one that's trying and the guy's like, okay, yes, I'll change, and just never changes?
Well,
Mhm.
that's the thing too.
Like-
Like as let's say the woman, I would have to say like you know you have to take accountability. You know, if you see the pattern going back and forth that it's repeating,
Mhm.
I think that's like for like even like the second time, you know, I wouldn't tolerate myself. Like you know, as a guy, like let's say if I compromised with my girl and I was like, let's not, this is not gonna happen ever again,
Mhm.
and it happens again, or you know, it's something that for me, I would basically call it like a done deal. You know.
Yeah.
Because if I start seeing the patterns, I mean, that's
But sometimes I feel like I get where you're coming from, but I feel like sometimes it's hard because what if it's, let's say you've been together for, I don't know, 7-8 years down the line,
Mhm.
right? Never had an issue, never had lack of communication, never had trust issues, never had anything, right? Or maybe like a few arguments here and there, right? Where it was like, okay, like everything was cool, like we made up, yada yada, cool. What about towards the end when like it starts to kind of like die down and like I said, it's just the girl and the guy's not doing, or it could be the man and the girl's not doing
Yeah, it can
anything.
go both
Like
ways.
what do you do when it is such a long period of time that you've been with this person? Are you going to react the same way? Are you going to have different emotions, like different feelings, or
So
is it more of a like when you just know you fucking know?
so like okay, so honestly for me, like I feel if the way that I think is like okay, like if I'm talking to somebody, you know, and then like you know whatever we get into a relationship and we've been in a relationship for a long time, like I'll make it known, like if you ever you know lose feelings for me, then tell me because then you know that they don't feel the same way about you. Like it's better for you just to break it off then and there, or like kind of try. Sometimes you can work on it, like to try to you know like spark, you know, get that spark back.
Mhm.
But then it's like if you don't have feelings for that person, then why be with them? You know, it's like because then
Right.
you're basically just wasting your time and their time.
Right.
So it's like rather than doing that, if you know if guy or girl, you know both like it can go both ways. If the guy doesn't feel the same way about the girl doesn't feel the same way about the guy, I would just say just like split it off because at that point you're kind of just you know you're
Right.
wasting your time.
But
Unless
it's also like really hard as well when you have that emotional attachment,
Connection,
you
yeah.
know, like when you have, porque es como like quien dice, you know, like you get so acostumbrado to this person
it's a you're
that when it's,
comfortable.
yeah, and it's basically what it is. Like you're comfortable and
Yeah.
like that is what it is because you have been together for so long. And if it's just the same routine, you know, like you're like, oh, well, this is my routine. This is what
Mhm.
I'm comfortable with,
Yeah.
you know, like how do
It's
I
like
walk
you're
away
you're
from
normal.
this, you know, and it can be really hard sometimes for women, you know,
Mhm.
like maybe it can be for guys as well. You guys cope with things a little bit different than women, you know,
Yeah.
sometimes we tend to be like, pues ahí va uno de pendeja, you know, like, oh, like, me hiciste esto, pues let me forgive you, you know, or
Yeah.
like, let me whatever, you know, but then it becomes a cycle. It's like how they say, es el dicho, like, like, good people and nice people get tired too, you know, like
Yeah.
at one
No,
point,
yeah.
like,
No,
you
yeah.
can't be nice forever because at one point, like, that shit
You're
just
just
dreads
done,
you,
yeah.
you know, like, you're fuck that shit, I don't want to be in that position no more type
Yeah,
of thing.
you get tired
But
of
it's kind of like, do you kind of
No, yeah,
understand
yeah,
what
no,
I'm
yeah.
getting
I
at,
get you, I
like,
get
kind of
you.
saying?
It's
I really do think it's like hard on both parties though.
Right.
The thing what happens with guys is that they don't show it. They don't show it like you know, yeah, they don't show it most of the time. You know,
Mm.
like
Which
you
is
know,
crazy.
they might No, I mean,
Well, I mean, I don't know about you. I don't know about you, bro, but I'm like
balling
Yeah.
over
yeah,
here.
yeah, dude.
Como el pinche gatito
Nah, yeah,
triste.
yeah.
No, they don't like. They don't show it. Like, let's say they might not show it to like the whole world. They might show it sometimes to their friends, or there's people that really do keep it to themselves. You know.
Yeah, no, and that is true.
That's what happens with sometimes guys. Because in reality, even if like let's say the guy wasn't doing that much effort or nothing, I'm pretty sure he's still gonna feel that emotional, like like,
Connection.
let's say connection overall, because it really does happen, especially if there was like time involved.
Yeah,
Because overall, like let's say sometimes as a guy, like you do wish like to have that companion like with
Yeah.
you, so it just really does depend. Like I said, I think it is hard for both parties in reality. And like even like you see those memes, like on Instagram and everything. It's like the fucking first week the girl's balling, the guy's partying, and then the next week like they're both like a medium, and then like 3 months from now the guy's like fucking
Over the
like,
girl's shit.
crying.
And the
No,
guy-
And the girl's like
Yeah.
partying, like
Yeah.
she forgave him and shit. Like, well, she forgot about shit.
and I think we're kind of getting off topic like right now. Like going into more into
Yeah.
guy side, but
No, well, it's both. It's
Yeah.
both.
like I don't know. At the end of the day, I just feel like if you guys still have emotions like for each other,
Well,
and
first of all,
the thing is the question is so
But
vague. Like it's
I have
so many
another question, though.
so many factors that go
is
into
there
it.
is there something that you wouldn't tolerate in a relationship? Because, like I said, like it's something like is it first of all, like let's say
Damn, you
the
caught me
homie
off
of yours,
guard.
the homie of yours. If first of all, is it something that for sure it's like a done deal? Because like for me, like I said, I pride myself too much, and if there's something that like I like, if there's some things that I don't tolerate, like even if it hurts me enough,
Mhm.
I'll still like end it, even if it hurts me
Mhm.
Like
in the
what?
long run. Well, that's why I'm asking you guys first, and then I'll go last.
No, I asked you.
I asked
Reverse.
Well, he did that.
Reverse,
I
Must have like
bitch.
Uno reverse card right now.
Uno reverse,
No,
bitch.
no, there's no fucking Uno card.
Here's
out here.
the question to yourself, buddy.
Hey, I got another Uno.
I'll let
Oh,
I'm
you
a beast at
answer
Uno. I'll
that.
tell you that.
So like in terms of that, dude, like something you can't tolerate.
All right, what do you not tolerate? First of all, what would you not tolerate? Like even if it fucking hurts you, like to end that shit. what
Like
do
to
you not
end it,
tolerate?
like to end a relationship.
Yeah,
Okay, something I
like the
Fail.
girl did this, but you're like not gonna tolerate, even if it fucking hurts you. Are you still gonna be like, no, fuck it?
well, honestly, dude, like for me, I like to communicate a lot. So like I'm really,
I think
I'm-
communication is key,
like for me, I like to,
don't sacrifice.
no, like the thing is, like for me, I like to communicate things and like
I need another
Say
shot for this one.
All right.
cuz-
All right, we're gonna take a shot.
No,
no,
I'm not gonna
Let
take a
him
shot. No, I'm
answer.
not gonna
Let
take a
him
shot.
answer.
You can take a shot.
But I'm gonna take a shot.
We're gonna
Okay,
all right, that's
well,
fine.
I'll
You
take a
can
shot
take a
with
shot.
you.
Yeah.
I want the pink.
Just the
All right,
booze
go
was
ahead.
nasty. She
But
said.
go.
No, honestly, like for me, okay. Well, I think everybody obviously like cheating would be like, you're not gonna tolerate that shit, right? Like
Ugh.
if you have like
Qué feo.
if you have like a pretty girlfriend, like or if you have someone that's really pretty and like you have to kind of deal with like a whole bunch of guys like DMing her and stuff like that, but it's like at the end of the day you're gonna have to put trust into that person. But I don't honestly I don't know, I like to talk things out like most of the time, except for like cheating, dude. I think cheating
You're
is like
walking around it. Okay, so
Damn, so I'm
No,
the only
dude,
pendeja
nah,
here,
dude, like,
basically,
no,
right?
Like I like to communicate. Like
I'm the only pendeja here then.
Like why? Why do you say that?
Because like, okay, you guys say, okay, not what do I not tolerate? I think the one thing that I don't tolerate is lying in a
Mm.
relationship. Like I
guess
can't
that'd be
I
another one,
can't fucking do that. Like I feel like I suck at lying. Like you could just fucking straight up just know right off the bat
Like, see
from
right
my
through you.
face. Like literally. But it's also like I feel like, okay, what ticks me off the most, well, definitely lying, but it's like if I'm asking you like something that I already know, like, hey, you know what? Like
you test them.
I
It's
test
a
them.
trick
I do.
question.
You do test them because it's
trap.
like I'm giving you the opportunity. Like let's say un ejemplo, no, like I was in a relationship, whatever. Like I found out whatever happened,
Yada,
right?
yada,
And I'm
yada.
like, hey, like, can I sit down? I want to talk with my partner,
Yeah.
whatever it is. And I'm like, hey, like I'm giving you the opportunity to tell me
the truth.
what the fuck is going on right now because you're making me look crazy trying to kill a bitch. You know what I mean?
But you already
But
know
obviously,
what's
exactly. I already know what the
you
fuck
already
is
know.
going on. But then when you're fucking looking at me, face to face, eye to eye,
Yeah.
looking at me crazy, telling me, "Oh no, baby, like I love you." Oh my, like nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, why I'm asking you and you just said no to me when I already know the answer. Like, why are you lying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's the one thing that like I can't fucking do. Like I can't tolerate that. It's like I already know. Like, why are you? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
it's
I
like
know.
what? Like, what are you saying to me?
Well, I
right
think
now?
especially is like because you already know like the truth,
Yeah.
and then you're like literally looking at them, and they're
Yeah,
still
it's like
trying to.
what? Like how do it just blows my mind. But it's also like les digo, like yo soy la pendeja aquí because obviously like I have, unfortunately tolerated cheating, which is kind of like shitty to
I
say.
think it's a little different though,
Why?
because okay, there's my perspective. There's little perspective.
Dear
Let's hear it.
Lord.
I think so when a guy and a girl cheats, I think it's different because
Enlighten me.
okay, I will. I shall.
fucking
I have heard this
Okay,
too, but
no,
I don't
no,
know.
no. Okay, let's take a shot,
Give her-
and then I'll enlighten you.
Yeah. And the thing is too is like I have heard I have heard this conversation like before about the difference between a guy cheating. Take the shot, baby.
Hey, time crunch.
Luis
time
cracks me
crunch.
up. Luis, you ain't going to see no fucking movie.
Nah, we gotta go to a movie in like 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
It's barely been 15.
Well, we got 10.
There's
All right.
We already cheated 3 times. Looking forward.
You ain't want nobody like me.
Fine.
Shit.
Nah, but I have seen this topic be brought up before,
Okay.
like the difference between a guy cheating and a girl cheating. And what I have heard from it is the guy cheats, he can cheat without emotion, without an emotional attachment. And when girls cheat, they have that emotional attachment. Like they had more time. I don't know how to really explain it, but that's like what I saw or what I heard
good.
actually.
That was pretty good.
She's like,
The blue one was
no,
good.
Baby's like, fuck, this one's
I
even
thought
worse.
I thought the pink one was worse. The blue one was pretty good.
Really?
Unless I'm fucked up.
Yeah, you probably are fucked up.
I don't know. It was
Thank
pretty
you.
quick.
So what were you gonna say, Luis?
All right, no.
So-
Exactly the same thing that you were pretty much saying. I do think that girls cheat out of emotion.
Mhm.
Like if they cheat, they actually thought about it.
Yeah.
They
Guys
and
think
then
with the wrong head.
Exactly. The guys like they cheat just for the one night. They just think about that one night. They don't
Sus
think about
pinches
anything else.
un
It's like,
minutos que le va a durar.
it's lust, It's like the lust.
Who's
they
the-
don't they can.
Who's lasting 1 minute?
But it's because the thing is, like a guy can
Eso dice.
cheat. A guy can cheat out of emotion.
No, yeah.
They and then the girls will cheat like emotionally. It's because the girls really, in reality, I think they do get like emotionally stuck with that person whenever they have a sexual relationship.
yeah.
So yeah, I think that's like my point of view.
Mhm.
It's like okay, there's another demonstration that they say with like guys and girls.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
imagine guys and girls. The girl did the murder with fucking what is it called? Planned murder. What the fuck is that called? Give me
Hold
a sec.
on.
Give me a sec. No. Give me a second.
Hold on.
Let me
Okay,
cook.
What the fuck are you
okay,
saying
okay,
right
okay,
now?
so
It's
let me-
because
let me
that was
cook.
not
So
planned.
I'm doing an
So they planned it.
analogy.
So they
I'm doing an
planned it.
analogy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they planned it.
So what is it called? Planned murder.
A meditated murder.
Meditated murder. So girls, when they cheat, it's meditated murder. When guys cheat, is what is it called? The accident
I
murder.
think it's meditated murder, or it's.
I hope.
I don't know what it is.
I can't think right now, dude. Honestly, I think I'm pretty
Who went
fucked
to
up right
law
now
school
after
over
2
here?
shots.
I went
Dude,
there.
shut up. I don't remember that, and I did not go to. I did
All
not
right.
start going to law school. By the way, I want to, but I haven't yet.
Soon.
I started watching Suits.
The YouTube
Season
videos.
4.
The YouTube videos teach me everything.
Anyways, go.
All right, and then the guys like when they like cheat, it's more like the murder that was like accident, shit happens, boss, they
Isn't-
pull the trigger right then and there.
That's not a homicide, is it? Or what is a homicide?
It's we're so fucking
No,
stupid.
it's a premeditated. No, it's a premeditated.
No,
So when you, it's a premeditated.
And
There we
then
go.
everyone is
See, I
See,
know
look,
my
there you go.
fucking
No,
shit.
premeditated is
Damn, y'all
girls.
got me
Yeah.
fucked up.
okay. Premeditated is girls, right? Because
Uh-huh.
they plan it.
Yep.
And then what is the guys?
It's the same for everybody.
No,
No, because the guys do
no.
it
There's
like.
two different scenarios.
No, there is. There's like because
Premeditated. Oh, and then it's
like
it
if-
is a homicide. It is a homicide.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it
a
has to be a
homicide.
homicide. Yeah, because it's a
think.
it's a homicide.
I
No,
hope.
it has to be a homicide
I hope don't
because
don't
it's
cook
like
me.
when it's like the man calls because he just killed his
All
wife.
right.
at
Point
his
is,
home, right?
Anyways.
point is, like when you go to court, the guy that planned it out, which is like the girl, is the one that gets the more punishment. But when it's like the guy that did it like out of fucking action right there, and it wasn't planned, it's less.
Yeah,
the
when
sentence.
it's not planned. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like the
yeah,
scenario.
that's
That's
what
an
you're saying.
analogy. I
Damn,
was just trying to
that's-
do an analogy.
but he just compared murder to cheating, and that is crazy.
I'm listening to you
Okay,
guys.
did that make sense?
Like a news.
A little?
Kind of, but like I don't think that's what I was asking or what I was saying.
No. I was saying more with him because it was cheating. Okay,
That's what
so
I'm saying.
it was cheating,
That's-
and okay, so you don't accept cheating. That's your number one. You'll quit it with cheating,
I mean,
and you it's lying.
And me, well, yeah, lying.
well,
But
I think
that's what
there's
I'm
like a whole
saying.
bunch
Like,
of well, I think everybody has like their own like little line.
and it also
like,
just
their
depends like on your
boundaries, you know, like,
boundaries, yeah.
your boundaries.
But what I'm saying is like that's what I was telling you guys earlier. Like, yo soy la pendeja aquí because you guys don't tolerate cheating, you know.
Mhm.
But in
But that's why I said it's different with guys and girls.
I know, but that's not what I was
That's why I don't
saying
fully
though.
call you.
But,
up.
But
I think that's what he's-
listen,
but I
but-
think that's what he's saying is because like
No, I get that, but what I'm saying, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming
because
from.
girls
But
are
I'm
more
saying like
emotionally attached.
yo exactly like yo bien pendeja like oh but it's because like I love you and I want to be with you that it's like oh it's fine, you know. Pero like uno como mujer es bien pendeja, you know, because it's like you already know what the fuck is going on, you already know what's happening, and you're allowing more for it. And correct me if I'm wrong because I'm just saying this as a woman's perspective. The more that you let shit slide from your man or any nigga and please blur that out. Please blur that out.
Oh, get a shot of it right now.
Or
We think
any
it's about to
or,
Boston.
or anyone in general, like male wise, you kind of I feel like men kind of take it about, and I'm not saying everybody, I'm not saying, you know, that's why I said correct me if I'm wrong. Men tend to take an advantage of that in a way because it's like, oh, pues esta way, like, ya le puse los cuernos, ya me fui con la otra, ya me fui al pinche antro, ya fui a gastar con las putas acá y por allá, y pa' ti, pa' allá, pa' acá, pero para mi mujer nada. Well, right? And it's like, you're, okay, like, oh, I did this, but I know she's going to forgive me because last time I fucked up and she said it was good. You know what I mean? Do you guys think that that does happen? That doesn't happen?
No, I think that for sure happens.
Because I'm like, what? Like, uno como mujer es pendeja y también como
look,
hombre, like, ustedes también son bien pendejos.
Look, I'll tell you what, because I know.
Pendejísimo.
Nah, like, because I know people.
I'm just looking around.
So I know people, right? And I know people, and I have heard, you know, from them, they'll call me and be like, oh, you know, my man cheated on me for like the 6th time. And I'm like, dude, why the fuck you still with that guy?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, why the fuck you still with them? And then, I'm like, dude, why the fuck you still with them? I'm like, dude,
no.
Like, that shit
maybe,
is
maybe one is passable, but like 6 times?
I don't know. Like, dude, like, no, but that's the thing. It's like, well, dude, like, 6 times is kind of crazy.
That nigga was
like,
going to change?
Back to back to back. It's like, and that's the thing. And it goes back to like the routine, you know? And but the thing is, when you let, like, how girl, like, yeah, well, like, especially like how you were saying, like, when you, like,
I guess, yeah, like, it's a perspective. I see where you're coming from. It's like how I said earlier, when nice people get tired, y es como like the same scenario. Like, when you're letting so much bullshit pass by your man, that you get tired of that. Like, you're like, you know what? Fuck this shit. Like, and it doesn't matter. But this person did not get tired. No, I know, but like, but it does happen in most scenarios with women where it's like you never get tired. Like, you let one thing after another after another, and that even that includes even abuse, whatever it is, because women do go through shit, and like you'd be more surprised that a lot of girls don't talk about shit that happens inside the relationship outside doors because one, it's just scary, or maybe they have, you know, existing traumas, whatever it is, if that kind of makes sense. So like I see what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, if the guy knows that the girl already forgave him, like, after like, honestly, after like, it shouldn't be after one time, dude.
Someone
honestly,
cancel me then.
After one time, I think the girl should be done with the guy. You know, like, if they cheated like that, you know. Like,
I think, like I said, it is really accountability. You know.
Yeah.
Like I said, for me, like, I already have, like, you know, specific things for sure. It's like
your boundaries.
Yeah, it's like boundaries. Like, once it's that happens, even if it hurts me, it's done.
Yeah, it's done.
You know, even if it hurts me, you know, because like
I
I said,
feel, once you cheat,
I lost trust in my partner.
Yeah, I'll say once you cheat, like cheating is a fucking big deal. Like, nowadays, you know, it's like, and then there's also thing is like, okay, what do you consider cheating?
What do you guys consider?
What would you consider cheating?
That's my question to you guys. What do you guys?
I mean, no, I'm asking you.
I
asked the question. Yeah. As a girl's perspective, what do you consider cheating?
Just even looking at another.
I better go blind.
I'm just kidding. I feel like we're all human and we have that like kind of como se dice, like it's our instinct to like automatically look at people.
O el taco de ojo.
You know, no, cállate, güey.
That's el taco de
But
ojo.
like, no, but like, it's true, you know,
No,
like
yeah.
we have that instinct where like, it's something, unfortunately, that we can't control, you
It's-
know, and
it's like lust. It's like,
exactly. And I know there's people that don't agree with me, and that's fine, you know,
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
like, I'm human, like shit. Like, if I'm going to see a girl and she looking like a baddie, like, I'm going to be like, damn, like that girl's fine as fuck. She's got a nice ass, whatever, you know. If I see a man, I'm like, damn, like that guy's really handsome. But it's also like, within yourself, I feel like you kind of control what you say as well if you're around, you know, your loved one or whatever it is, because obviously you're not going to be like, I like this bitch is really hot, you know, and you have like, exactly, like that shit's weird, you know, you don't be doing that like that. I would be like,
but
what are you
it's
doing?
just, it's
you
like
know?
just instinct to.
And it's also like flirting. Like, it doesn't matter if it doesn't.
If you give that
The
girl,
attention.
the
Exactly,
attention,
like
the
it's the attention. It's like,
But the time of day, your time.
exactly. It's like, why the fuck are you giving, like, you know, from a girl's person, why the fuck are you giving another bitch your attention?
Like if you're replying to her,
like,
this,
am
this,
I
and
not
that.
enough for you? It's like, what are we doing right now? Because if that's what the fuck you're on, then bye. I'm out. You know, honestly, like, I don't gotta be dealing with that shit.
Well, I'm pretty sure I said this on on a different episode, but it's like the reason. I think I'm ahead of. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I can't remember. But I think so. There was a thing that they did, like a study, and the reason why guys cheat is so they could have with, for example, like in the girl that they have right now, right? They could have 90% of what they're looking for,
Right.
but they're missing that 10%. So then that's what the guy looks for in like another girl.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
think that you
people
did talk about
that's
that,
what
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I did say. That's why the guys cheat is like they look for that other 10%.
But it's like in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm thinking, okay, you're missing that extra 10%. But like, I feel like women, for the most part, we're pretty understanding. Where it's like, if you communicate to me as my man, like, hey,
Okay,
like,
so I got a
maybe,
question for
like,
you.
maybe, okay, please, yeah, and I'll answer.
So like,
Please enlighten my fucking
alright,
world.
Take a
So,
shot?
like, I'm gonna say
That's
this.
his shot.
I'm gonna say this. All right, look, I'm gonna say this. All right, so what if the guy is looking for a girl that's like dick, right?
What?
And the girl doesn't do
what
that.
the fuck? What?
No, I'm just saying.
Bring
Hey,
it back, bring it
a
back.
crazy
Wait.
question. All right.
Oh my
got
I'm just
god.
giving you a crazy
sidetracked.
scenario for
No,
the
I got
10%.
sidetracked.
I'm just giving you the crazy scenario for the 10%.
I got sidetracked.
All right, look.
Can you repeat that
All right,
again?
look.
Oh
So
my god.
I'm saying, guys look for that 10%, right? So what if the girl doesn't suck dick, right? And the guy's looking for somebody that does. Like, okay, so the girl is like, I cannot do this. Like, I have tried over and over again. I cannot do it, right? That's the girl. That's the girl, right? The girl's saying, I cannot do this, right? The guy is always gonna look for that.
Okay.
And the girl's not willing to give that to the man, even though you already like told her about it. Like, oh, you know, like you
All
need
right.
to suck
Right.
dick.
Hey,
Like,
let me have my
But
homie.
also,
Let me have my homie.
if you heard what I just said right now, please clear that shit, because I know you heard what I said.
He
and
did
I
hear
know
that
you
shit.
didn't.
I know, I heard that
But
shit
please
too.
clear that shit out. You
My
need to beat the
computer's-
fuck out of
My
that.
computer's not working.
Well, I hope
he's
your
not the
motherfucking
editor.
computer working this fucking weekend or yours, because ain't no fucking way that shit's gonna be on the podcast.
Well, you
No,
just
no,
Just
no.
said
so you guys know that we're like 3 episodes behind. So this is gonna be like
Anyways,
uploaded at the end.
But that's the
But,
thing. That's
okay,
what I'm saying. Though.
for my
Even though,
perspective-
even though you already talk to your loved one, right? Your significant other, you're
Right.
like, hey, like,
and
Okay,
it's
no.
something
want
that
you to
I don't
suck
feel
dick. Like,
comfortable with. I'd be like, okay, this is something I don't feel comfortable with doing. But it's like, if I'm in love with you, it's like it's because it's different. You
No,
know,
what
it's
if the
very
girl
different
just
for every.
can't? Like,
No, it's because okay, let me have my boy out. Let me have
like,
my
what
boy
if she just? What if she?
Hey, let me have my
look.
boy out. So basically, what an angel is saying is, are you justifying like cheating? Like you're gonna like
No. I'm not
like,
justifying that.
you
I'm just
be
saying. No,
like,
I know.
if the girl is not gonna do
No,
it, you
'cause
might
I don't
do it
think we're
elsewhere?
talking about.
No, I was just giving you an
Yeah.
example. Like, she's like, oh, sometimes you can. Like, she's saying, oh, a girl can be understanding. I'm like, okay, well, be understanding about me wanting you to suck dick more. You know, like that was just a crazy question that I had to ask. Like, what if that's just a scenario? I'm just saying.
Es como un decir, tú tienes una morra con la que tú andas, tú quieres estar, and let's say you wanna, I don't know, have sex and have your fucking dick sucked for 7 days out of that week.
Mhm.
What if she doesn't want to do that? What if she doesn't want to suck your dick? What if she doesn't want to fucking give you sex 7 days a week or suck your dick 7 days a week? You look for that extra 10% en otra persona. Elsewhere.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
He wants to compromise on like
that-
cheating.
No, that's not what we're saying.
No,
We're just saying that that's why cheating happens in relationships.
because
Porque, por ejemplo, si tú no quieres hacer
Guys,
algo
You're justifying
con tu
cheating.
pareja.
no, I'm
No,
not.
we're not.
I'm not justifying.
It's not justifying
anything. I was
cheating.
giving you a
He's
scenario.
saying it's
How
a
is that
scenario.
giving-
It's basically saying like the question was why do people cheat? And Angel said that he has said this in previous episodes.
The people
guys tend to cheat
because they look for that other 10%.
That other 10%. You're not getting that. You're not giving your woman 100%. You're giving her 90. Why? Because maybe she doesn't want to suck your dick for fucking 7 days a week. Maybe she doesn't want to fucking.
That's the 10%. That's the 10% that's missing. 10%. Right? But then that's why guys cheat, because they want someone that's like that. Literally,
that's giving them the full 100.
Literally, that's like why guys look like, okay, that was the scenario, right? Okay, you can have everything in the world, okay, and then your girl gives you everything. The only thing she doesn't do is give you head. That's it. So you look for that in somewhere else. That's what I'm saying is like that's why guys cheat.
That's why guys cheat.
Because they look for that other 10%.
Or ahí va la otra. Or let's say you are missing that 10%, but you still like you don't act upon it to cheat or to look for that 10% in anybody else. Right? What do you do then in order to, get yourself some head? You know what I mean? Like, what do you do with that 10%? You still go out and look and cheat, or do you fucking go and talk to your partner about it and maybe you'll get some head?
But then that's what I was saying too, is like, what if you did compromise? Like, what if you did tell your partner, like, oh, hey, like.
Okay, as a guy,
I'm really intrigued to know.
Yeah, I want to know too, because Luis looks lost as fuck.
Really intrigued to know.
Luis is lost as fuck, dude.
All I'm hearing is Angel's like justifying like why people like guys cheat.
No, I'm not justifying. I'm giving you a scenario.
That's like in my head. That's what
that's the way you think.
Let me talk now. All right. So that's in my head. But in reality, like I said, it's self-control. As an individual, it's going to be self-control at the end of the day. Because even if you don't get that from your girl, I mean, like I said, I said communication is key with your partner. Mm-hmm. If you already have like a partner, communication is key. You guys like can either work on it, compromise, or some shit like that,
Yeah. That's it.
That's all you got to say?
Cheers.
Damn.
No, mames, dude. Oh, that for what, dude?
I don't know. I feel like it's very hard. Like,
what's hard?
That's what that.
Like, I feel like it's very hard for everybody's perspective. If that makes sense. Well,
not perspective, but everybody's like. Obviously, everybody doesn't think the same way. Everybody thinks differently.
Well, yeah, like everybody's perspective, because we don't think the same way. Like, I don't have the same perspective as you. Like, it's like, nah, you know what I mean? Like, if that was my nigga, I'd be like, nah, nigga, what the fuck you looking for that shit somewhere else? Like, nah, like, I don't care if I don't feel comfortable doing that, but it's like,
but like some girls
you're my partner.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, some girls aren't willing to like.
Well, that's true. And there's other girls that don't want to have sex with you 7 days or 4 days out of the 7 days of a week, and that's fine, because as a woman, that's fine, and your body, your fucking choice. If you don't want to have sex, you don't want to fucking have sex, and if your man doesn't understand that, then you need to motherfucking go, because that's a motherfucking red flag, bitch. Just saying. El que quiere estar contigo va a estar contigo, y el que no a la chingada. And that doesn't mean whether you give him sex, whether you don't give him sex, whether the fuck it is, like, period. Like, as a woman, I don't know. I'm just speaking for myself. Just saying, like, you ain't gonna be doing none of that, and I crave that. Like,
I just think you gotta be vocal. I think you just gotta be vocal and communicate with what you want.
But what if you ask that well, like, it's not even what if you ask that person, but if it's like, what if you want that? Did you just take Angel's shot? That's crazy.
Well, I'm driving him. So.
What if? Anyways,
after 3 hours.
No, fuck no.
All right, guys. Well,
what?
We're gonna end it, we're gonna end it with this, because
honestly, they're not fucking going to Deadpool, because
yes, we are. Look at this. Literally,
take the shot.
Why? You're lying.
We're not lying.
Are you driving? You can't be driving.
He's not driving. He's not driving.
Okay, how did you get here?
He drove.
Skirt.
Okay, but you're driving him, because there's no fucking way in hell this guy's driving. You're not driving. I'm sorry, but you're not driving.
I'm driving after 3 hours.
No soy tu mamá, but I care about you, and I don't want you driving.
I'm not driving.
He's not driving.
I know that, but I'm just saying, like,
okay. Well, guys,
wait, I have to take the shot.
All right, V's gonna take the shot, guys, and then we're gonna end the episode. No. I know it is short. I know it is short on this. I know it is short.
We got 5 more minutes.
No, take the shot. I know. We do not have 5 minutes. Do you see what time it is?
You have 5 minutes.
Fuck it, we'll make it there in 10.
Yeah, we're good.
You'll be fine. I'll just tell Kyoshi to replay the fucking movie.
Tell him to play it later.
Kyoshi, if you're watching this,
shout out to you, bro. We're sorry.
This is obviously bullshit, because I'm not gonna ask you anything, but I'm just I just want to drink with them, and they don't want to drink with me today. Like, what?
We do want to drink.
Listen, the thing is, okay, no, it's not that I didn't want to go. I have things going on.
No, and that's
personal.
Fine. Everybody has. Everybody has lives. Everybody has lives.
Don't fucking say that shit to me right now.
Everybody has lives. Everybody has their own life.
But point is siempre cuando quiero pistear con alguien, nadie quiere pistear conmigo. Nadie. Pero cuando
Where's my
ustedes
fucking
quieren...
invite?
What?
Where the
I never
fuck's
heard
my
anything.
invite?
That's what I'm saying. Is I
Nah, I'm
never
just
got an
kidding.
invite.
I'm just giving y'all shit, but honestly...
Did it get my address wrong or what the fuck? I never got in a fucking invite.
It got lost in the mail.
Who's man?
Got lost in the mail.
Inside.
But go ahead and take your shot, V.
Answer.
Hello? What? Yeah, we're leaving right now. Okay,
Oh,
bet.
damn. We gotta get going.
All right, bye. Damn, guys. El Danny me regañó. Damn, Danny. If you, hey, that's how I know. Hey, Danny, if you hear this, I hate you, bro. ¿Para qué me regañó? No, just kidding.
Sorry in
Danny's a good-
advance. This was
nah,
my fault because I couldn't fucking take the shot. That shit was fucking
Nah,
nasty.
Danny's a good friend, guys. But honestly, I want to come back to like all this stuff again on a different episode.
Should we do a part 2? Next.
That's gonna be like a part 6.
Hey,
Wait.
we'll be back after the movie.
Also,
Yeah, we'll be back after the
wait, before we end this is actually important. Guys, by the way, this is the last fucking episode
GG's. Oh yeah,
that we record in
here.
this little area.
Yep.
What
Who was
the
that?
fuck was
That was that.
Who was that?
was
That
me.
you.
What?
That's just talking back.
Alright.
I was like, who's growling?
My mouth clearly said psych bitch. You thought this
Oh
was
my-
your last episode.
my
But this
God.
is our last episode here, guys. If you didn't know and if you wanted to know and if you didn't care, well, I'm going to make you care and make you want to
Make you know.
because
Make you know.
that's what it is. And I'm very sad, but I don't know.
But fuck it. On to the next one.
On to the next, and you guys will see what is. Honestly, I don't even know why the fuck I'm talking because honestly, like I'm just
Stop
upset
it.
this time.
But guys, we will definitely make another episode of this because we still have a lot of questions on our board that we didn't answer.
We didn't get to
We
that.
only did it one
Yeah, we only
question.
did one question and then we got like
You got
and
sidetracked.
that's how it
You got
goes, you know.
sidetracked.
That's
What
how
if you guys
podcasts are.
come back after the movies? We get fucked up and record
That's what I said.
What?
like on some real shit. Like I would be down for that. Are you guys down for that?
So all right, guys, we might put this on
Okay,
pause.
honestly,
and
we're
then
gonna put this
tomorrow.
on pause real quick. We're gonna put this on.
You work tomorrow?
What? No, you
Oh,
don't.
no,
Shut
you
the fuck
don't.
up.
You work at home.
Yeah, you're good. Shut
Literally
up.
at home.
What?
Yes, you do.
And then
Stop
you guys
lying.
can sleep
That's
here.
fine,
I
that's
have
fine.
an air mattress, so you guys can take my bed. I'll sleep
No.
on the couch, whatever. But like,
I'm
point
going
is,
home.
so you don't want to come back and record after. the
Oh
movies.
my god. Okay, guys, we're gonna figure it out. If we don't come back, thank you guys for listening. Taking Shots podcast. We appreciate everybody.
Bye. We love you.
And if not, and if there's another
Da-da-da-da.
clip, if there's another clip after this of us talking, then you know,
All I gotta
we
say
came back.
is mic drop.
Honestly, fucking cancel
Signature.
these. Because what? Mami, tú eres un 10.
You guys got these? Are they
Yeah.
cold? Like warm?
We're
No,
back.
dude. Pero están bien ricos, güey. We're back, guys, by the way.
We're back.
This is kind of much of a me thing because we're not supposed to be. Dude, it's fucking 10:13. Like,
Damn.
we just got back from
This is the
movies.
latest podcast.
I'm
I've
starving.
ever heard.
Yeah.
Starving?
I'm starving.
With alcohol?
We're pretty
Nah,
fucked up. I'm fucked up, honestly.
I
haven't eaten today.
He's the soberest
I'm
one.
starving. But guys, we went to the movies. How was the movies? Because
Someone left like fucking
I
halfway.
left halfway and then
I slept through half of it, but it was cool. I was like, oh damn, X-Men and Deadpool, cool.
Yeah, Vivi like went to sleep half the way, and then all of a sudden she started fucking laughing, and I was like, "What the fuck's going on?" You know?
I was
It's
literally
like-
like this, and Elise was just like peeping at me, like, "What is this fucking girl doing?" And then they would laugh, and I'd be like, "Ha ha ha," and I'd go back to sleep.
It's like that meme, you know, like all of a sudden, like you know, like there's someone like sleeping, and the whole classroom fucking like claps, and then the fucking person just wakes up clapping.
and
That's
she's
how
like,
Vivi
"Ah."
was. She fucking woke up and started laughing, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
You're
She was
"Is
sleeping
o-
right now.
Is she okay?
No les recomiendo el alcohol, la neta.
Yeah.
Cheers, though.
Okay, you gonna take a shot?
Oh yeah. Wait. Yeah.
What?
Shot real quick.
Shot. The blue one, the blue one, the blue one, the blue one. Ay, qué feo.
What do you want?
There you go, bro. What do you mean?
Oh shit! I'm gonna do red.
The red one's so good. It tastes like fucking cherries.
But okay.
Disgusting.
Honestly, this was me. This was my idea. So
Literally.
I haven't ate shit. Outside that.
I don't think any of us have.
yeah. I've had a piece of what did I even eat?
You said you ate in the morning.
But that was the morning.
The
It's already
morning,
fucking
yeah,
10
it's-
and
I haven't
10.
eaten at all.
Pues por
Okay,
tu
but
tu
like
culpa.
yeah.
I ain't no bitch.
He's trying to cut weight, guys. That's why.
It's working though. Mira,
The alcohol
Jack
there.
Daniels, Coke Zero.
Qué feo.
Mira, mira. My liver might be fucked up. I'm gonna start doing my lungs. Shout out to Vivi.
Damn.
There's no way you just said that on the podcast.
What?
That is not a me thing. We went to the gas station. I was like, we need to go because I need to go to the gas station. I didn't give explanations.
We
And
knew
then
why.
Luis was like, oh, maybe I should buy a vape too. And I was like, no, you don't need to buy a vape. And then he's like, nah, I do. And I was like, no, you don't. Then then you know what happened. We ended up getting into a conversation with the fucking lady at the register. Like, oh, I can't find Luis's vape. And I was like, you see, it's destiny. You shouldn't be having to be smoking a vape. She found mine.
I pointed it out. I was like, hey, I want the Mike Tyson one.
All right,
I
cheers.
didn't know Mike Tyson did this shit.
Cheers. Ready?
Cheers.
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 Oh, wait.
Cheers.
Oh, my God.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I hate it here. I might end up in jail. Shit tastes like Bollies, but warm.
Dude. But since we're on the topic of damn, that shit's disgusting, dude. Of like alcohol and nicotine, you know. What would you guys? Oh, whoa, wait a minute.
Chill the fuck down.
Oh,
I wasn't being serious, but like whatever.
so
Anyways,
Why you
what do we have that? What's that question at the bottom? Because I'm blind. Low-key.
it says.
Wait, where the fuck are my
accepting-
glasses over there?
It's
All right, guys.
It says
so the
accepting a
question-
partner.
Who does drugs and alcohol? And we'll put nicotine in there too. We'll throw that
Oh
in the
my
mix.
god!
So what do you think, Luis?
You feel me?
Clearly, he supports it.
Yeah, Luis supports it. He's like, yep, I got you.
You smoking? I'm smoking too, baby girl.
Get chido, Luis.
Que feo.
All right, podcast Luis over here, you know. So me, you know, accepting a partner doing drugs and alcohol, you know. For me, honestly, I'm gonna play a different role right now. So I think it depends to what kind of like the way that they use that drug. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Because we're talking about, it's not just mean nicotine or like, you know, alcohol. I would say drugs in general, because in reality, that's what it is. You
Yeah.
know? There's people that are addicted to different shit.
I think you're it's because you keep
Whoa,
moving
whoa,
it. I
whoa,
think.
whoa.
Okay. Yeah, and then
It's cutting in and out, huh?
yeah, it was clear.
Alright.
All right. Like I said, there's different scenarios, and I feel like it depends on like the extent of it, you know.
Mhm.
Because like let's say alcohol. First of all, are they drinking every fucking day? Or are they drinking like you know,
Socially.
just socially on the weekends or yada yada yada,
Yeah.
special events? You know what I mean? That's what I would say. And then also how that person like you know takes that kind of drug.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's people like you know drink alcohol. They're like lovey dovey. They're all good.
I'm gonna
and shit
square
like
with this
that,
cord,
you know?
bro.
I know they're like all good, you know, like drinking, like if they can handle the alcohol. But then there's motherfucker.
Just connect it. Just connect it.
Here, hold on. Here,
Give me a
talking
second.
to this.
Yeah.
Here, talk.
Whoa, whoa,
Use
whoa,
this.
whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
All right, so oh shit, goddamn. All right, and then there's other people that let's say as like guys, you know, that will drink and they'll get like violent as fuck, you know.
Facts.
And that's when it's like, I think that is when it's like bad, you know. But that, I'm telling you, like, it depends how you can like handle like alcohol or that certain type of drug. Certain type of drug, you know what I mean?
Who let us drink? Honestly, because what is going on?
Because that's the reality of it. Like, I think there should be limits, and I think you should still listen to your partner. If your partner for sure tells you like, hey, like, you know, your partner knows you best, I'd say.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so. Your partner
Really?
knows you best. And if your partner really tells you like, hey, you shouldn't be drinking this much, or hey, you need to
Right.
chill and shit like that, you should actually like listen
Mm-hmm.
and not be drinking or doing alcohol or nicotine or whatever, you know?
Okay.
All right, we're back. But yeah, that's what I think it is. Like, there should be a limit for sure, and there should be like there should be boundaries overall.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if your partner does tell you, hey, I see you're abusing this, you should like slow down, you should stop, whatever, yada yada yada.
Yeah. What's that?
I don't know. Should I answer?
You can't hear. Oh, too late.
Me
All right.
colgaron.
Jeez.
No puso.
But would you accept like somebody like so like okay for you if somebody like for example had yeah you already know the answer, huh?
No. Anyways,
So
would you accept anyone who
yeah,
does?
if they were to do like, would you accept them? Like yeah, sure, everybody like uses it for different ways, but would you accept like who like you still who they are like even though they're using
Let's
that
say I would
stuff?
give them a chance. You know how earlier we were talking to, like, it's not like something you would like completely cut them off. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
cut them off and everything, but that I would like express myself to them.
Yeah.
And then see a chance if there's really is a change or not.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I kind of been through it, dude.
So
It's yeah.
Yeah.
so I answer. All right, so you answer now because I have something else to add on to this.
The
Honestly, like I don't have anything to say on it much. One, because I personally lived through it and I went through it.
Mm.
So for me, it was honestly, I will say it's kind of like a different how do I say, like it's definitely life changing in a way because I like as a woman's perspective, you see so much happening and you go through certain scenarios where, in cases of alcohol or drugs, whatever it is, like you really see the person for who they are kind of in a way.
Yeah.
So in a sense, it is kind of scary because you're like, holy shit, like those really are your true colors outside of like, maybe drugs and alcohol.
Yeah.
But like you only bring it out when you're feeling a certain way or you're feeling like comfy, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain, but
under
it
the
honestly
influence.
sucks. And like I feel like what Luis said, honestly, obviously there's ways of doing things,
Mhm.
but I personally don't think that I would personally put myself in a situation where my partner is abusing drugs or my partner is doing certain things or putting myself in certain scenarios or situations where I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, why am I even here? Why am I tolerating this
questioning
type
it.
of, actions or verbal abuse or whatever it is,
Yeah.
like, fuck no, never putting myself through that position away. Like how he said, like, obviously if something's bothering me, I'd be like, hey, like maybe you are overdoing it a little bit too much this week or whatever it is. But I will never, ever put myself in a situation where I have to be with somebody who is over abusing drugs or over abusing alcohol like that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that.
And then I do have to add one more thing. Like when for me personally, as a guy, when you're with your girl, you want to be like conscious because, like, for me, like I do still value like that. Like you're still a protector of that girl,
Yeah.
And you can't be that person that's fucked up to the point that you can't, like, let's
Do
say,
nothing.
defend
Where
the
you're
other girl.
disrespecting your
or-
person.
Well, no. Like I think what he's trying to get at is like okay, say you guys went out to drink, right?
Right.
And the guy
gets more
gets blacked
fucked up,
out. Like the
yeah.
guy gets blacked out, so then he can no longer protect the girl.
If
If something was to
happens,
happen,
yeah.
that's what he's
You
saying.
No, I
gotta
get
know.
that.
You gotta know for sure. Like
Mhm.
like you gotta.
Be
You
aware.
still gotta be.
Yeah.
You still gotta be
Yeah.
alert and everything. Like for sure. When I'm like with the partner and everything, I do like for sure
Chill
try
out
to
for
limit
sure, huh?
myself and
Yeah.
everything because I know like I still gotta be like
Conscious.
that protector for that
Yeah.
person.
And you?
So
What are you gonna add?
okay, so so I'll answer it and I'll answer it by adding like another question. So I can't remember where I heard this from or where I read, like if I listened to it or if I read it somewhere or what it was. Damn, Jesus, Luis. But there was a thing that says like if you're when you are finding a partner, it's you should find somebody that you don't need to change because like once you try to change somebody, then it's kind of like you're kind of being controlling. It's like they're
Right.
changing for you. Like they shouldn't change. Like you should love somebody for how they are already. It's like okay, for example, like if someone doesn't like us, like or so if someone smokes like cigarettes and and then you don't like cigarettes and like you're trying to change that person to quit smoking cigarettes, is like you shouldn't have been looking for that in the first place. You should look for
Right.
somebody that doesn't smoke cigarettes because you're not changing them. And I don't know. I just think that it's like
That's true though,
Like,
because
you-
it's like you're
you-
falling in love with the person that you're falling in love with,
So
despite
you should fall in love with somebody as they are, because you don't want to change them. Because once you start changing them, that's kind of like they were saying, like that's where the problems start.
Mhm.
So that's what I think. It's like like, okay, yeah, if you're okay with like them doing, you know, drugs or alcohol, you know, like obviously like everybody drinks alcohol. Most of the people do, like just socially.
I don't.
Stop the cat.
Just kidding.
But just socially, you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This is all Baby's idea too,
Gets
guys.
a 12-pack.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But no, you should just look for somebody that you love as they are, because if you don't, then that's when problems start to happen down the road. It's like, oh, you should change this or you should change that. You know, it's like,
I'm still in the have and have both because, like, you know, we personally, me and you, have both friends that they have changed their ways after they got in a partner.
mhm.
Like, you know, they might have been like, you know, the ones that, like, you know, drink all the time and everything. As soon as they get a partner, they do change
Yeah.
their habits.
But
You know?
they might change their habits, but I feel like there's also signs and levels of respect that you have, I feel like, when you are in a relationship, and depending the steps that you're taking within the relationship, you know, like it's not just, obviously you will probably notice that drastic change between your friends or whoever it is, but in reality of it, it's like you also have to keep in mind, like, that person's growing up, maybe that person isn't, well, we're all in different paces of life, you know,
Yeah.
like maybe that person's like, oh, maybe I'm gonna stop drinking because maybe I'm trying to have a baby and I can't have a certain, I don't know, whatever it
Yeah.
is. Like, you just never
mean,
know. You
I was
know
gonna
what
say,
I
like,
mean?
usually, like, when some of our homeboys, you know, obviously, I'm not gonna name nobody, but
Well, that's what I was telling
yeah,
you. Because
but you know, we have some crazy homeboys, and then you know they chill out. But sometimes it is for the better. You know, it is for the better for them because they were going down. You know, if they were doing that stuff all the time, you know, it's like this person made them calm down and then kind of like get their head straight. So
I think
like,
it's just really hard to say. Like, I feel like it just really depends where you are in life, what you're looking for in a relationship, in a partner, and how you can cope through whatever you're doing and whatever your partner's doing in order for it to work. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, there is really no right or wrong answer,
yeah, I mean,
if that makes sense, kind of.
for me, what I would say is like how you said, you see your partner, like, let's say sometimes when they drink or whatever, you kind of do see their, like, you know, true colors.
yeah,
And if a true color that they show is like a red flag, I would for sure, like, you know, get, you know, I would stay alert, you know,
Right.
or I would actually, like I said, like, I would stay alert or whatever,
yeah.
because in reality, that's what it is, you know. That makes sense. Doesn't make sense. Maybe.
No,
I don't
not
know.
really.
Yeah, I know. Fuck.
No.
I lost you.
But
Fuck my
anyways,
life.
Oh well. So what's the last question, Luis?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Right now? Let's be Vivi, because yeah, let's be Vivi. Vivi's first. Look,
We're over here looking at the board.
okay, yeah. I had to think about it.
She's
No,
like
I
trying
had
to
to
think
think
of a
about it.
question. We have.
I had to think about
we
a
have
question,
questions.
you know. What do you guys think with having a shared income with your partner? When do you think that's important to start having? Do you think it's important to have in general? Or do you think it's just bullshit having shared income?
Do you want to go first or want me to go first?
Oh, I'll let you go first.
All right.
Dun dun dun.
So
dun.
for me,
That deserves a clap.
No.
Please.
Guys, I don't know why you want to clap.
It's because I'm drunk, guys, honestly. It
Literally.
doesn't even matter.
But
I'm down. Yeah, I'm down. I want a green one.
Dude,
No,
this is
actually a red one.
disgusting,
A red one.
But it's crazy because I just talked to somebody about it.
Ooh,
this-
dun dun
yeah.
dun.
But shared income, I think, is like a more. The way that he put it was, you can be okay. So I guess, like, say for example, if you were engaged or something, you know, if you're single, if you're just dating, like, I feel like a shared income should only be when you guys are like married, is what he was saying. Because once you're married, you're essentially like both you guys make your vows, you know, and then you're essentially, you guys are one now.
Mhm.
You know, it's like, so your incomes, you know, whatever you guys do it as one. You guys aren't separate no more. And like, you know, it's like you guys are a team now. It's not just you by yourself, them by yourself. The thing I find crazy is sometimes like people do be like, when they get into relationships, they do get into like, oh, we have the same bank account
Don't
or something.
fucking
You know, it's
do
like
it.
stuff like that happens. But it's like, for
Don't.
me, I feel, I don't think it's good really, because sometimes you can get like screwed over with that. Like,
Mhm.
I've heard stories from people that I know that like when they do have, you know, that joint bank account, the guy or the girl, vice versa, you know, they'll drain the bank account. They'll take all their savings and everything and like leave them with nothing. So then it's
Let
like
me tell
the guy
you.
or the girl gets screwed, you know? So I think it is kind of a bad idea if you guys do have like a shared bank account because, you know, it's a risk. It's, you know, it's a
Well,
liability.
are we talking about boyfriend and girlfriend, or are we talking about like actually once you get
No,
married?
we're talking
or-
about the whole thing.
Yeah,
Just
the
bank
whole
account,
thing.
the whole thing. I'm giving two sides. I'm
Whether
like,
you want to be married or whether you just want to be in a relation, like
like
boyfriend,
I think like you guys should only have a shared bank account if you guys are married.
Hmm.
That's what I'm getting at. Is like because you guys
So
are
you would
essentially-
accept it as long as
you guys are
married.
yeah, because you guys are as one now. You guys aren't solo no more. You
Yeah.
guys you
Right.
by that time you guys should have like your own house and stuff and like maybe starting a family. So it's like it's not just you anymore. It's not two solo people and now it's
Yeah.
just a team. That's what I think.
Interesting.
What do you think, please?
So are we going to fucking a circle? No,
No.
motherfucker. All right, so for me, it's a little bit tough. For me, it's a little tough to really say this because, like I said, for me, as a guy, like my money is her money. I would say in a way, and then
But-
her money is her money. If that makes sense. But at the same time, as a guy, I do want to protect my own, wealth
Mm-hmm.
because, like I said, I mean, when you get married and shit like that, if you don't have a prenup, like let's say you start a business or whatever, she can take half, even though she didn't contribute or nothing like that. 'Cause
So, I
that's
mean,
like her right.
Okay, so let me ask you.
So it's tough to really
So
actually.
what-
Like,
So let me
say.
ask you a question then.
What's
Okay,
up?
so because you're taking precautions of signing a prenup and stuff, like, are you scared that this girl's gonna leave you or something? Like, if your partner doesn't make you feel secure,
Hmm.
then why you even need a prenup?
Hmm.
Like, why? Why are you with this person if you don't trust them?
That's facts.
All right,
You need some
okay,
ice on that
no,
burn.
No. I'm gonna tell you this though.
What?
Okay, I'm
If-
gonna ask you.
if-
guys a
Damn,
good
I'm
question.
so ready to
If-
answer
if-
this
if a
fucking
girl-
question because holy
if
shit.
a girl was with you from when you had nothing, right?
Yeah.
From when you had nothing,
Okay.
and then you made this business and it's booming, right? And then all of a sudden you want her, like, that she's like loyal
Okay,
to
first of all, what do you sign up? What do you do prenups? Yes or no?
you. No, I wouldn't do prenups
What do you, baby?
Honestly, no.
because then
Because at the end of the day, it's kind of like what Angel's saying. Like, if you're with somebody because you trust them, because you're ready to take that next step in life, whether that being buying a house or whether you getting to a point in life where you're so financially stable where you're like, holy shit, my person's been riding with me, rocking with me through literally
Since I was, like,
nothing, since I
since
was
nothing,
nothing up until now. Like, why would I fucking sign a prenup? Like, maybe I could see why you would have that concern, but at the end of the day, it's like that wouldn't be crossing through my mind knowing that I have somebody that's been rocking with me since nothing. You know what I mean? Like, if you've been with me since zero and you've seen me struggle
Especially
and you've
since they
been
support
here
you.
exactly, and if you've been here since the start when nobody might have supported me, I might have not had money to feed us or bring food to the table, and if you had to do that as your partner, abso-motherfucking-lutely, like, I don't even have to think twice on that, because if somebody's for you, they're going to be for you. And if somebody's going to be with you, whether you're broke, whether you're the richest fucking person, then that's how that's your fucking solid ass person. Like, you don't need anything else. But
Like, you
at the
shouldn't
end
be
of the
scared of
day, but like, kind of just like going back to what you said, you can be that person. You know what I mean? You can be that person. And at the end of the day, this person has everything and they fucking treat you like you're fucking absolutely nothing and that you didn't go through the whole process with that person.
Yeah, and I mean it's all depending on like the guy
Mhm.
or girl. It's
Exactly.
not vice versa.
It's exactly.
I have a different mindset on that.
We all know you have.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me,
Let me hear it.
okay. Personally, for me, I would do even a prenup, even if it had $100 to my name. And the reason that is for is like, if you, why would you be worried about signing a prenup? The only reason you would be worried about signing a prenup is like if you're thinking about getting divorced or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that prenup comes into place if you're actually getting divorced or whatever.
Well, I mean, at that point, you're just making assumptions
Mm-hmm.
How are you making assumptions?
because you're making an assumption that that person, because she doesn't want to sign the prenup, you're assuming that she just wants your wealth.
No, but why would we be worried about it? If she knows
Because-
you're that if she knows she's the person for you, why would she even be worried about like signing a prenup?
Well, if you know she's the person for you, why would you be worried about her signing the
exactly.
prenup?
What's up?
If you're okay, so what did you just ask me right now? You said if she knew that you were the person for her,
Yeah.
right?
Why would she be worried about signing that?
Okay,
prenup?
so then why would you, if you know that she's the person for you, why would you be worried about her signing
and
the prenup?
bringing it up?
Yeah, because then
that's weird.
and then,
That's shady.
Because then she would think that, like in her head, she's gonna think he doesn't trust me. Like, why doesn't he trust me? Even though I've been rocking with him for 8 years, however many years. And I saw him have nothing.
And then that's when you have issues.
And then that's when stuff comes up, like issues like, oh, like, do you not trust me? Like, do you think that I'm just like gonna take you for your money? Like, I didn't get with you for the money.
Me,
and then
like
in the beginning, it was never about the money. It was about you. Even though you were poor, like say you were broke, dude, and you had like maybe $20 to your name.
Right,
and
I'm asking you this: who's the richest woman in Earth right now?
I don't know.
I don't
You don't
know?
know?
I don't know.
It's Bill Gates' fucking ex.
Okay. And what are you getting to?
So you're just assuming, but I'm saying you're just
no, but like I
though.
said, like she was like with him at the very beginning, but all of a sudden, like later on, they got a divorce.
But why did they get a divorce?
Yeah.
Do you know why they got a divorce?
I don't, but it doesn't
Okay.
like for me.
But
like
then,
I said,
you're assuming,
No,
you're
but, like,
assuming,
that's
and you're
what I'm
making
saying.
an assumption.
no,
towards
like
that.
for me, for me in reality. All right,
Nah, he's lost, guys. We got him.
I'm not
because it
lost.
doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, like if you're with somebody, like
why would it matter to sign a prenup? If
exactly,
you know you're gonna
exactly.
Be
Yeah.
That's what I'm
if
saying.
you know you're gonna wrap
exactly.
that
That's
person,
what we're
why would it
saying.
matter?
Exactly. That's what we're saying. But then you're saying like I'm gonna still put a fucking prenup regardless of what. So then why would I be worried as your woman having to sign this fucking piece of paper, knowing that like me in my head, I'm like, oh my god, I've been with this guy, whatever. Like despite whatever happens, like. I don't think in my mind there's gonna fucking come a paper across the fucking table in like seconds or hours or months for me to fucking sign, regardless of how much money like that's weird.
I'll tell you, I think if you were to bring that up like with somebody that and we're hypothetical scenario that we're saying is like yes you had to you start from nothing 5 years later 8 years later your business booming whatever and then you go to your girl that she's been with you from the very beginning before you start any of this and you're like oh I need you to sign a prenup. Right? Because then that Loki kind of makes it look like you want to get rid of her.
Exactly.
Too. Because why would you want her to sign a prenup?
It's just weird.
Because then she starts to overthink, and then that's when problems start. Because now she thinks that you're gonna leave her.
Majority of the divorce rates are started by women.
Okay, and
that's statistic.
And
but
why though?
Yeah.
Why is there a reason why it's women?
It's actually
then exactly
financial.
if you have nothing to back it up.
Financial.
Okay, why is it financial?
I don't know. It's the girl's fucking thoughts. I don't know.
But see,
majority of divorces are because of financial.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
Well, she asked me now.
Don't look at me, bro. Yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't know. That's just the way I see it. You see it differently. It's just
I said, I have different thoughts to this.
Yeah, I know that. Me, I think of it like. What does the girl think when you say? What does the girl think when
cross my desk in 6 months?
You put the paper across and you're like, oh, I need you to sign this. What goes on in the girl's head? Like she's thinking like, oh, this guy wants me to sign a prenup because he's gonna get a divorce.
No, yeah. But what happens when a guy gets done dirty by a girl? Look at it the other side.
Okay, but then
the other side.
Okay, but
how many guys have been fucked over by a girl?
Okay, but how was the girl in the beginning? We don't know how the girl was in the beginning. Was she trustworthy?
No, we don't know at the end.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But like I said,
you're just making but you're making assumptions. It doesn't matter. You are making assumptions.
It's just security.
You're assuming that you're assuming that the girl was grimy to begin with.
It's security as a guy.
But that's your insecurity.
It's not an insecurity.
It is an insecurity because you're making that assumption. Whether you have a great ass partner, whether you don't have a great ass partner, you're making that assumption right off the bat. It doesn't matter. You're making that assumption. It's like if I were to make, let's say that I'm making a fuck ton of fucking money, right? Mm-hmm. Starting a fucking business, whatever. I'm the girl in the relationship. You're the man in the relationship. And I start making all this fucking money, right? And it's fucking going great. We have our house, whatever. We're financially fucking stable. How would you fucking feel if I showed up to you and fucking busted out a fucking prenup? How would you feel?
I would not mind.
You wouldn't mind. Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
And I think this is like, you can say that you don't mind up until
a certain point.
No, up until it happens.
For me, like I'm telling
you.
No,
but it's like, but the thing is that you say that now, but until you're it actually happens to you or you're living through it, then that's when you're going to really know, like, holy shit, like, there's no fucking way my partner just pulled this shit on me. And it's like, and why? Or if we've been writing for so long and we've been doing this for so long, why would she pull this shit on me now? Does she not want me? And obviously I feel like you would. Like, correct me if I'm wrong or whatever,
the only reason why I
you're
think that
human.
you would, the only thing I think you would care is because, like I said, it literally goes back to once that piece of paper comes over, right? Then you're gonna start to think like, oh, why does she want me to sign a prenup? Like, is she gonna get a divorce soon and she doesn't want me to take anything?
Facts.
Or what's going on? You know, like why? That question is gonna run through your head, like, why does she want me to sign a prenup?
Like, well, for me, like I said, it's not really important. I would still sign it, even if, like, if I have a partner that's successful, I would not mind though, like, signing a prenup, because at the end of the
whether
day, like
you going to shit and you not having whatever.
Well, like I said, for me, I work hard for my own money. Like for me, like I said, her money is her money, my money is both of our like money, you know. And like for me, like I said, I really wouldn't care. I would like, she sends me that, I'm not gonna like feel any sort of type of way. I'll still fucking sign it and everything. Like, you know, even if she's more successful than me, she has more money than me, I'll still sign it. I don't mind. I mean, like if it's something that doesn't work out between both of us, then it is what it is, you know. But I'm telling you, I would not mind at all.
That was catchy though.
Cool.
What about you, Vivi?
I have a lot of intake on this, honestly. Me personally,
look, simple as this. Money for me, money isn't happiness.
Damn, cut me off real quick.
No, that's all I was gonna say. I forgot to say that part. But like, for me, money is not happiness. So
yeah,
I don't feel like money. Well, honestly, that's kind of hard, because I do say money is happiness, but at the same time, I say like it's not everything. Do you know what I mean? Like happiness in the aspect where you can do things for yourself, you can do things for your family, like you can, you know, like it's a privilege to have money. Kind of, it's a privilege. It's not more of like it does make me happy when I have money, because I can take care of others. I can do things that I would have never thought that maybe I might have been able to do. It's a privilege to have money. I don't think it's everything though. 100%.
It's like we said, like I can't remember what episode it was, but it was like money gives you freedom.
Exactly. That's what it is. Money gives you fucking freedom. And at the end of the day, like, you know, in my past experiences, I've always said, yes, I had, the advice that I can give you guys, just anybody in general, I always say, si eres mujer, like, no te me apendejes. Do not fucking be on none of that shit where, like, you're so dependent of your man. And that's great. If you want to be dependent of him, perfect. You be dependent of your man. But at the end of the day, you have to be realistic in the aspect where, let's say you're 5 years down the line, 6 years down the line, and you've just become so dependent of your man, right? And let's say your man one day, you never fucking know, because it actually fucking happens, wakes up the next day and is like, I don't want to be with you. What the fuck are you gonna do? And I'm not only saying that as a woman or as a man, you know, like as a woman, for me, it's like, what are you gonna do? You know, you've been so dependent on the guy. You've been so dependent of this guy for the past 5, 6, 7, 8 years, and you have nothing to your name. What are you gonna do? Physically and emotionally. One, emotionally, you're gonna be fucking drained. Why? Because you don't have money. You don't have anything in your fucking savings account.
You're stressing.
You're stressing. Bills. Everything is catching up to you. Let's say you guys moved out, whatever, had a house, blah, 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 and then you have to move into somewhere else. You don't have first, second, or last. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? So you have to kind of be in that mentality. I mean, at least for me, I feel like you have to be in that mentality where you are a hustler in a way, despite whether how much money your man is making, whether how much money your woman is making, because at the end of the day, you really never know what the fuck is going to happen.
Yeah.
And so if you don't really have that stability within yourself first, why do you expect that somebody else is going to give that to you?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, sure, they can, but at the end of the day, it's like, if you're feeding off of it so much where you become so dependent of that person and you're slacking your abilities to grow and be better as a human, it's like, you're not, what are you going for? What is your goal? What is your achievement to do in that relationship? Because you're obviously depending so much of this person that you are slacking, that you're not doing anything for yourself, that when it does come to an end, you're in a fucking shithole. You know what I mean? So I always say, if you're going to be in a relationship, have your money put aside. if you want to combine bank accounts, cool. But I honestly agree with Angel in the way where if you're going to have a joint bank account, or if you're going to even start to even think about buying a home together or having cars or whatever it is, make sure it's serious and make sure it's with somebody that you want to be with, because people change their minds. People change their perspectives from night to day, from day to night. And it's insane that people think that. And you can easily become fucked over like within less than 12, 24 hours. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And I say that from personal experience, you know, because it happened to me and it absolutely sucked. Not saying that I didn't have my own, that I wasn't financially stable, I didn't have my own stability. Absolutely, I did. But at the end of the day, when you're both working hard and you're having to have something joint together, and at the end of the day, it doesn't work out, and you're asking for your shared parts, it's one, it can become a shit show. Two, it automatically comes into argument, and it's like, oh, but this and this, and they start throwing shit in your face. So it's kind of like, as long as you have that security within yourself, like you don't really need security from anybody. If you have your partner that's making money, that's fucking great. Be supportive, be that partner, you know, to want to do more and succeed and have more in life. You know, that's cool, that's great. But at the end of the day, remember that your stability and your happiness comes before anyone and above anyone, period. Like, you can't be dependent on nobody, because at the end of the day, nobody's really ever gonna have you like you. And I put this in a scenario where, let's say you're in a fucking marriage or you're in a relationship, whatever it is. Let's say you're so dependent on this person, you never know what the fuck is gonna happen. What if your person passes away within the week and you're so dependent on this person? What the fuck are you gonna do? And your name, and you don't even have nothing to your name.
Well, hopefully he's got life insurance.
But what if you don't even have that? Like, you're screwed. You know what I mean? So there's things that sometimes I feel like us as people, sometimes us as people, we don't really overlook and we don't oversee things like that. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's important that you kind of have to have, but that's just my perspective on that.
But yeah, Vivi forgot to take a shot. Anyway.
What about you?
You're the one that said it.
Yeah, you are the one.
Yeah, you're the
one. Are you guys
gonna
take a shot with me or what?
Right now?
Mecos Locos, right?
Mecos Locos is retired, dude. It's been retired.
I'm tired, girl.
And so that way we can wrap up this
guys,
video.
This is the last shot. We'll wrap it up.
Get the red one.
So get the blue one.
Oh, get the blue one. The blue one's really good. The blue one's really good. I wish it was colder. That shit was staying.
No, that's what I was like. It was like a volley, but it was like
warm as fuck.
Yeah, warm.
For the red one?
All right, guys, we're gonna take this shot and end this episode right here. Oh Lord.
I have another
take. It's 10:47, guys. And ando bien asqueada, la verga.
Last thoughts, Luis. Literally, and don't drag it on, because I know how you are.
Give me a sec, bro. Give me a sec.
Damn, the heartburn's coming in.
And honestly, my concern was that I had to drag things along, but I think it's Luis, right?
Okay. Me?
Yeah. Andale. Cheers. Los dos, actually.
If you guys don't love me, like, subscribe.
That one wasn't too bad. That was pretty nice.
What color was yours?
Green. All right. Final thoughts, Luis.
Qué asco.
Look, at the end of the day, I think a relationship is a risk. And it's up to you if you want to take it or not. Because in reality, like, you know your own self. You know your own, like, let's say.
Which one?
No, well, you know your own self, your own, like, let's say, goals, your own
So what you want?
No, there's another word.
Goals and ambitions.
No, there's a. You know your own conscience. You know your own conscience. Like, you know your own emotions and everything.
You know yourself.
You know what you're bringing to the table and everything. In reality, you don't know what the other person is bringing to the table. Their intentions. You don't know their intentions overall. So, like I said, in reality, a relationship is a risk. It's up to you if you want to take it or not. And sometimes you really do. You know, you have to throw everything on the line.
Yeah.
You know, to make shit work.
Yeah.
But you're never gonna know if you don't throw yourself out there. You know.
Yeah.
So. True. It's tough to really say, you know. Because
I think you should really take your own advice.
Get out.
I guess.
I'm just saying because you're saying that like
I do
you're
think
out
it
here
is true.
saying that you need to, you know what you bring to the table. You don't know what the other person brings to the table, right? But at the end of the day, you're taking that risk to get to know that person. You know what I mean?
But so
Whether
is the
it
other
works
person
out or
too.
it doesn't. Exactly.
And
So it's
I
not just
think,
a one-sided
honestly,
thing; it's a two-sided thing. But at the end of the day, it's like if you take that risk, you really truly never know if that's gonna work out with
And
that
I think
person. Maybe
you
that
are
can
right.
be your person.
And
You
yeah, I
know.
think
So
you
and I
are
think you
right.
should take your own advice.
I think you are right because, like, for me, that's what stopped me in reality from being in
Angel
relationships.
hates us
Because
for
me,
fucking.
no, like I said,
All
like
right,
for
final
me,
thoughts. Ándale. I
like,
told you I
like
can
I
drag
said,
it on.
Anyways,
no, like I said, for me in reality, how you said, I probably should take my own advice because for me, I try to protect myself. I do know, like in my heart, everything that I do is like out of pure heart. And I try to protect myself too much. Sometimes I fucked up shit before.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like we all do, and just to like wrap it up. To wrap it up, okay.
Well, look, this generation right now is a little bit harder.
No, but to wrap it
No,
up,
so you
to
can
wrap
drag
it
it
up,
on.
okay.
Hey,
No,
hey,
not to drag
alright.
it, but to wrap it up. And I'll go a little bit off of what you said. Yes, this generation is absolutely motherfucking harder. One, because I feel like it's like you're talking to somebody, but it's like you're fucking, you're doing all these things, but at the end of the day, it's like you're not dating, you're nothing. You know what I mean? And I think that's like kind of shitty in a way. You know what I mean? Because it's like, what the fuck? Like, are we doing this or not? Type of thing.
Yeah.
You know? But at the end of the day, I think you're doing good because you have been listening to your advice somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I think that we all go through things emotionally and physically where you have traumas, I have
Everybody
traumas.
has trauma.
And we try to sometimes bring it up within the person that we meet where it's like, oh, well, let me see what this person is going to do wrong to see if it's going to affect me in some certain way because of my last partner did this or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that's so wrong and shitty because at the end of the day, it's like, maybe this person might have hurt you so much and this person might have done so much to you and put you through so much. But at the end of the day, it's like you're meeting somebody completely different. And I know it's hard when you get in your mentality. I mean, when you get in your mind and you start thinking like, fuck, like, is this person going to do me the same, you know?
Look,
it's because you're meeting someone new and you think it's going to be like the same as your last partner.
I'm going to sum up what these two are trying to say literally in like one sentence.
Just go.
It's basically, you shouldn't bring old baggage into a new relationship. That's all it is. You shouldn't bring old baggage into a new relationship. That's the short version.
And we do it because we're fucking human. But in reality, like, you shouldn't really be doing that because if you really have moved on from your past and you really are like close that fucking chapter to the book, then you leave it there, you know? And if you're not healed from that, then maybe you should heal from that before you even start talking to somebody or you even start to begin anything with anybody because, and I speak this for myself too, you know, because I fuck up sometimes, you know, I'm human, you fuck up sometimes, you fuck up sometimes, you know, shut the fuck up.
Everybody makes
mistakes.
Mistakes.
We all make mistakes and we're not perfect. And that's why we go through things in order to learn and in order to reposition ourselves into things that we actually want and people who we want to be with. You know what I mean? But anyways, to wrap this motherfucking episode up.
To wrap it up, guys.
I hate
literally.
you.
To wrap it up, all in all, it's like even though you still have, if you do have old trauma, you know, you can, you know, go through with it by yourself. Or when you do get into a relationship and it comes up, you know, hopefully your partner is willing to help you heal, you know, even because sometimes you can't do it by yourself. You know, sometimes you do need someone else to help you. You know, it's like to teach you how to do some things that you never were taught or like, you know, got accustomed to.
And I think that's important. I know we have to wrap it up, but I think that's important because I feel
Part
like
4 coming again.
No. Like actually, like to just actually really wrap this up.
For sure.
I think it's really important when what you said, because sometimes I feel like when you are talking to somebody new, you're like, oh, like this person has traumas or this person has whatever the fuck is going on in their life. Maybe I don't need that right now. But it's como quien dice, like, el que quiere, quiere, la que quiere, quiere. Yep. And if you wanted to, you would. Like how you said, like, that's my partner. Maybe you are struggling with this, but I'm not going to take it wrong. Why? Because me as a woman or you as a man, like, you know your own security. You know, like, your own stability as a person. Does that make sense? So it's like, regardless if your partner or whoever it is going through that, like, it shouldn't bother you, right? Because it's going to be more of like an insecurity, you know, like, oh, well, you're insecure because of this. But it in other words, it's like, nah, like, I'm not insecure. Let me help you. Like, maybe I have gone through that. Like, how can I do to help you fix this type of thing? Does that make sense?
Like, instead of like judging them, help
exactly,
them. You know,
exactly. Like, and it's like, you never know. You could have like the motherfucking best fucking 10 years of your motherfucking life.
Just 10.
Just 10. I was like, damn,
Or
just
like,
10. Damn.
not 10.
All
but like-
right,
guys.
Maybe only fucking
All right.
10 years.
All right, guys.
that's it.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of Taking Shots podcast. I know.
Today's a wrap for
Yeah,
sure.
this is for sure a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
is
is
a wrap.
the latest. This is the maybe a little
guys,
bit
it's
latest.
fucking 10:56 a.m. Like,
Yeah.
what?
All right, guys.
Maybe still gonna take all those shots.
Yeah.
What is it?
But
Trust
guys,
me, I will.
thank you again for listening or watching on YouTube.
Keep
Don't forget to
taking
like,
shots.
comment, subscribe.
Wait. Don't wait. Keep talking, but don't keep talking. Just
What?
keep talking.
Keep talking for what?
Yeah, yeah.
Get
No,
into
no,
los
just
balazos.
No.
Armas
no.
automáticas.
Now we're
do
gonna
you
get
guys-
copyright.
Wait.
We're getting copyrighted.
No.
Cut.
No, do not end it. Do not end it. Do not end it.
Are you
We're
gonna
getting
twerk?
copyrighted.
No. Do not.
We're gonna get copyrighted.
No. Wait.
Are
Yeah.
You
gonna
have
twerk?
no. You have to wait.
Are you gonna twerk?
I'm not gonna.
What the?
Why the fuck you putting that song there?
Hi guys.
That's like
No, no,
Thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next
Yeah.
one.
It is
See you
sexy.
later.
Pass it up.
Later, guys.